Thank you, Dr. Rivas. We are now nearing the end of our quest tonight to honor the class of 2014. At this point in tonight's program, I'd like to congratulate this year's award winners for their tremendous accomplishments. Their experiences affirm what we always suspected about the value of diversity, that it makes us all better at what we do. Originally viewed as a means of attaining social justice, experience has taught us that diversity can be a critical component of competitive greatness. Viewed in this context, it is our best hope for successfully addressing the challenges we face today and those we will face tomorrow. Our final honoree and her company symbolize much more than the quest for competitive greatness. They remind us of the value of investing today in tomorrow's technical workforce. For as Coach John Wooden warned us, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. In the case of our Engineer of the Year, General Motors took that advice to heart. Both the company and our nation have reaped the benefits of its investment time and time again. And now, to present our 2014 Engineer of the Year, please welcome the Senior Vice President for Global Human Resources at General Motors, Mr. John Quattrone.
Well, thank you, Anna, and also want to thank you, Ray, and I want to thank you and the great minds of STEM team for a tremendous work that you do every day to change the lives and acknowledge STEM leaders. Good evening, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here with all of you tonight on this very special occasion. You know, in my position as head of human resources for General Motors, I'm often asked to recognize GM employees, and candidly, sometimes on those occasions, because you really don't know the person, well, it's difficult to speak with full knowledge and passion about an individual. But I've got to tell you, tonight I can assure you this is not one of those occasions. When I learned that I would have the honor of presenting tonight's top award, I was excited to know that I would have the opportunity to honor and talk about my colleague and my good friend, Grace Lieblein. As Vice President of GM's Global Purchasing and Supply Chain, Grace holds one of the most critical and demanding positions at General Motors, controlling more than $100 billion, let me say that again, $100 billion in global purchases. She is routinely acknowledged as one of the most powerful women in industry, but with that power, she remains true to herself and to her family, and she stays very humble. I've known Grace for many years now, and she is without a doubt one of the most approachable and down-to-earth people that I've ever met. She is a true mentor at heart. She is a model, a terrific role model who everyone in GM looks up to. She impacts young people's lives, and she shows all of us that you can have a successful career while still building and nurturing a thriving family. Very few people have risen through the ranks of a large global company like Grace has done. Since she first joined General Motors as a co-op student back in 1978, and she wanted me to tell you that she was 12 years old when she joined, she sought out the tough assignments and always achieved the unprecedented results. Today, Grace stands as one of the highest-ranking women ever in the automotive industry, an amazing Latina who also became one of the most respected engineers globally in our company. Grace is a citizen of the world, exemplifying a global mindset that is critical for future engineering and for the automotive industry at large. In addition to her current role leading global purchasing and supply chain, she's held other critical positions, including President and Managing Director of GM do Brazil, and the first woman president and managing director of GM Mexico. In those roles, she understood the importance of building diverse teams and fostering an inclusive culture that drove innovation and optimized performance. No matter what the job Grace took on, she continually delivered spectacular results. Further, Grace always gives back and always pays it forward. She's a pillar in the community, and she's an inspiration for all young Hispanics who are interested in pursuing an engineering career. Without question, she is passionate about what she does and is an extraordinary leader one that people willingly follow and will go the extra mile for. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the great minds of STEM and the entire General Motors family, it is my honor to present the Engineer of the Year Award to an inspiring role model, a global citizen, my good friend, and my favorite Latina, Grace Lieblein.
Thank you so much. It is a pleasure, more than a pleasure, to be here tonight and a true honor to accept this prestigious award. I'd like to offer my sincere and substantial thanks to everyone at Great Minds in STEM, starting with Ray Malalo and all the officers and board members. You're doing tremendous work in an incredibly important field, as we've all talked about tonight, and we're grateful for everything that you do. When I was informed about this award, I was at once honored and proud. That then turned to shocked and stunned when Ray told me I was only the second woman engineer to win this award, the first being Dr. Ellen Ochoa, director of NASA's Johnson Space Center. Yeah. And the first Hispanic female in space, which is very cool. That's pretty good company, to say the least, so I'm really thrilled to receive this prestigious award, and I'm also very thrilled that I did not have to battle zero gravity conditions to do it. Much like Dr. Ochoa didn't end up in space on her own, though, I did not earn this honor by myself. Nobody wins awards alone. Everything is a team sport. For me, that team started with my parents. I'm a first-generation US-born. My mother was from Nicaragua, and my father is from Cuba. My parents constantly told me when I was young that I could be anything that I wanted to be, and I believed them because they were right. My team also includes my wonderful husband of 32 years and our terrific daughter, who is an engineer also, was recently married and is here with me tonight, so yay. There is no way that I could be in the position I'm here or be here tonight without their help and unwavering support. I also wouldn't be here without General Motors, a great company to work for and a proud sponsor of this important conference. Our CEO, Mary Barra, a fantastic female engineer in her own right, is a fine example to young women that they can do anything or be anything they want. I'm so proud of her, and I'm really proud to work for her. And I'm proud to work for a company like GM that does so much to support diversity and diversity efforts like this. I'd just like to close with a few thoughts on the conference theme, the quest for competitive greatness. I only have 4 minutes total, and that's not a lot of time here to talk about this topic, but I will say that you can't be globally competitive or great without solid leadership skills, and that applies to both the corporations and the individuals who comprise the leadership teams. To me, the short version of what makes a great leader includes the following 4 characteristics. Great leaders care about their people, have passion for their work, they do the difficult things with compassion, and above all, great leaders act with integrity. Deeds, not words, are what matters. To get to where you want to be, you have to understand the environment and culture that you're in, and then do your best to fit in while still keeping your uniqueness and the special skills that you bring to your position. I learned that early on, and as I said, I'm just absolutely thrilled that it has led me to accept this honor here tonight. I stand before you as a humbled, happy, and very proud Latina, a very proud woman, and most of all, a very proud engineer. Thank you very much.